in the midst of all the chaos and confusion left in Katrina's wake. These two newly acquainted friends are reaching out to help.
We were in town at the Holodome for about 10 minutes and realized we needed a communications and media center and kind of a hub for everyone to be able to come together.
Even though they only met 3 days ago, Tim and Trey have already devised a way to help others get the information they so desperately need.
We figured we could help them getting information, and the more, each individual little locality coming together, getting information from other people, we could post it someplace, everybody would get to know what's going on.
While they too are refugees from Louisiana, they now feel it is up to them to break the tough communication barrier so many refugees are struggling with.
Really, my whole sole purpose in life at this point, right here, right now, is to help other people find their lost loved ones.
Today, I had a couple of people that are staying at a Motel 6 that came over, and she says, well, I need to find out what's going on at Lakeside Hospital. I said, hey, I can help you with that.
And as for their thoughts on ending up here,
we said, well, maybe we can just get a hotel to work with us a little bit. Never expected the entire community to come together and work like they have.
It seems that in time of need, Jonesboro has shown more than just its southern hospitality.
Yeah, as a teenager.
We've never felt so much love in our lives.
We're thinking about moving here. We're thinking about moving. Everything has just been exceptional. I mean, you feel so welcome when you're here.
This is Valerie Emmons reporting.
SGA graduate Senator Kent Zittelberger was arrested and charged with domestic battery 3 on October 30th. According to the Jonesboro Police Department, he was also suspected of being under the influence of drugs and alcohol. The victim, who is a senior senator on the SGA, is also Zittelberger's girlfriend. The SGA staff and senators that were contacted declined to comment. Some students, however, had their own opinion on the issue.
If he is found guilty, then he should be made an example of in the SGA and taken off.
Yeah, I really don't think he should be in SGA anymore. They should really kick him out because that's too representative of the students and just doesn't make ASU look good.
According to the Constitution and bylaws for the SGA Legislative Branch, Article 5, Section 1E, the Senate shall be vested with the power to expel any member that it deems necessary. However, they also have the responsibility in the Code of Ethics to make the decisions only after all facts bearing on a question have been presented and discussed.
This is Valerie Emmons reporting for ASU TV.
This eternal flame is dedicated to those in the armed forces that have sacrificed their lives for our freedom. Here at the law offices of Troy Henry, several Region 8 attorneys have gathered to discuss this landmark case. St. Bernard's Medical Center hosted a free medical screening for the Hispanic community today. Over 50 members took advantage of the health screenings offered. Information on diabetes, heart disease, nutrition, education, and emergency services were offered. Community Relations Manager Eric Watson says there's a real reason behind this outreach program.
The reasons why this was done today was to do more outreach to the Hispanic community and get them to go to their doctor for regular checkups, and if they don't have a primary care physician, to give them information on where they can contact a primary care physician through St. Bernard's.
There will be a migrant health clinic for migrant farm workers and their families on June 26th from 9:30 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. at Riverside Elementary School in Lake City. Coming up next, investigators continue to search for the missing Alabama teen in Aruba. Plus, it's been 5 years and police are still searching for a murderer of a Region 8 woman. K8 News at 5 starts now. Residents in Aruba are praying for a break in the case of a missing Alabama teenager, Natalie Holloway. I'm Valerie Emmons. Amid a swirl of conflicting reports and rising tensions, the investigation into the disappearance of missing Alabama honor student Natalie Holloway has reached a possible turning point. ABC's Nancy Weiner is in Aruba with our top story.
Are you guilty?
Well, retired Army General Wesley Clark was back in New Hampshire during the week, paying a visit to the state where he created a stir during his run for president last year. The Little Rock native will speak at a Democratic dinner on Tuesday in New Hampshire. Clark came in third in the Democratic presidential primary behind John Kerry and Howard Dean. Clark says he hasn't ruled out anything when it comes to running for the nomination in 2008. Well, just ahead on K8 News at 5, some important information you and your family need to know before you head out to the beach. Plus, we'll take you to the Texas later on where you'll get a chance to see an art car parade. And the American Legion Riceland Classic continued today in Jonesboro. Mitch Lilly has highlights and scores later in sports. Well, Mitch Lilly joins us now with sports. Big baseball tournament today in Jonesboro, huh?
That's right, the Riceland Classic, the final day, getting underway this afternoon. Coming up next,
a Jonesboro registered sex offender speaks out about his crimes. as police notify neighbors he's living next door to them. 21-year-old Justin Wayne Harrell is a level 4 sex offender, the most at risk to commit another act. Harrell lives on Forest Home Road in Jonesboro. As part of a new program called the Community Notification of Registered Sex Offenders, police went door-to-door posting flyers today and letting people know that Harrell is living in their neighborhood. There are a total of 95 registered sex offenders living in Jonesboro. Coming up next, a Father's Day story that has touched many hearts here in Region 8, plus a crop dusting plane crash claims the life of a pilot in Dunklin County. K8 News at 5 starts now.